Bonjour, Toby. Hope you're having a great day today. This is your video lesson. 3 things I want to talk about. At the end of this, if you have questions or want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot that on over and I'll take a look and I'll give my 2 cents. So welcome back after your extended vacation. Hope you guys had a great time. Time to get back to work though, obviously, right? So thanks for sending those videos over for me too. Not looking too rusty after having several weeks of sitting around drinking wine and eating fancy cheeses. Oh, there's my assistant right now. So if you see him coming, he's off of school today. So cool. I'll just go right down the list, and like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. So the first thing is the Rebel Rebel riff. I'll start at the bottom of the ones you sent me. So the Rebel Rebel riff. Good, not bad for having a couple weeks off. It's actually kind of up to tempo with the speed that you're playing it at, and actually I want to talk about that in a second. So what I would do whenever I'm working on anything, I am not playing it from cradle to grave full speed. I never practice that way, right? If I were practicing Rebel Rebel, it would sound something. You might hear something like this. Oh, sorry, I have a repeat on. Sorry. If you can tell, I'm living on a heating pad. My back is killing me, so I'm gonna let the repeat go. So what I'm doing there is I'm kind of isolating all like the things that are guitar effects that might give me trouble. In this case, the guitar effects. This pull off. And I might just do that. I might make that like the next 3 minutes. 2 0 0 0 2 pull off, and then when I'm doing that 2 pull off, I'm thinking of the J motion that I had used to have when doing a pull off for a clean one, where I'm rolling the finger off and I'm making almost like a J in midair with my fingers. So I'm starting at like the small pull and then coming out this way to the higher part of the J. So pull, snap, and then it comes out. Pull, snap. So I hit that. I'm snapping the string. I'm making a small J. Oh, I think the first one's not pull off. Right? Like, so I'm not viewing the riff as like, well, if I just play it enough times, I'll get it. None of this works that way. None of it does. Even working on composing, it's never ever written left to right. It's like, okay, where's the trouble spot? Okay, there it is. Let's fix that. Okay, now let's put it into the equation. So we have that there. Right? That might be the one thing that I say then, and then I might go. So I'm gonna work on that part. So we go 1, 2, pull off, pull off. Oh, my pull offs are weak, therefore I should do my E minor pentatonic with pull offs. You do that a few times with the J motion, and then you go back to the riff. And then after you've practiced those things like separately, then you go through at a very slow pace. Right? Maybe even slower than that. And slow practice makes up a good chunk of my practice. And after you can do that, like kind of like comfortably, then you go, okay, now I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit. If anything, you were rushing that last little part, so that's you're actually making it harder than it needs to be. So overall advice is to slow it down. Don't feel like you have to play at full speed all the time. There are plenty of times where if I were practicing this riff, I might sit back and go. Right, taking it out of context and going a little slower. So that's what I would do for the Rebel Rebel riff. For the chords, same thing. You're actually making life more difficult than it needs to be. So let's not do that. When I was watching you switch the chords, you were doing like 1 beat on every single change. You were doing, and it just might be because you were out of town and you was getting back in the swing of things. But I heard this. Oh no, what was it? That's D. So I kind of saw that. It was like, well, he's going really fast. If he slows it down to the normal tempo of the song, he actually might be fine. So the actual speed of it is this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So you're actually going way too fast. I think if you slow it down, it's actually gonna be a lot easier, which is why we're doing this one, because if you slow it down, play at right speed, should be all right. So for this one here, first thing is slow it down first and see that doesn't fix the problem of the D to B minor. What I saw in the D to B minor switch, and I got your notes from the email that that B minor is giving you a little bit of grief, you know, that's really the next hurdle is that B minor chord. So you're right where you should be. And if you're not struggling this, we will struggle on something else, like say F sharp major or something. So for this one, what I would practice for that D to B minor switch is that you have to think the mechanics of the switch is the battle, right? The chord is the final result of like us getting into position, right? So you are trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. You were trying to play a B minor chord the same way that you played a D chord, which was this. So D right here, notice these knuckles are diagonal going down this way. And when you play that D chord, you were like almost like fighting your own hand, fighting what naturally should have happened by trying to keep those knuckles slanted like this, right? And no wonder you're having trouble getting into it, because I can't do that, right? None of my friends who play guitar do that. Right, you were trying to do this, and so you can't get that first finger straight, so like you're already starting with a no-win situation. So let's turn it around. So what I would do is when you go to that B minor chord, you turn that hand. Look at my elbow. My elbow's coming in to join my body. So when I do that, here my knuckles are diagonal. When I bring my elbow in and drop my thumb, notice my thumb here is dropping. If I turn this way, my thumb drops and it goes here. So B minor, my thumb is almost below the line right here on the midpoint on this guitar. And if I go to D, see where my thumb is? And then when we go to the B minor, my elbow goes in, my hand turns horizontal, my thumb drops. Right, so those three things have to happen when going into a movable minor shape. Right? Uh-oh. Oh, let's see if I can pick it up without, oh, there we go, I got it. I did it without crying. You laugh about it, right? D, and then drop the thumb, bring the elbow in, hand goes horizontal. Right? So here. Right, so we have this. So we have A, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, while you're counting the D, D, 2, 3, 4. That 4 count gives you a second to get everything in position. 2, 3, 4, drop that thumb. So here, 2, 3, 4, that 4 count allows you to think about getting all the things in place. Now, when it comes down to playing the music, you're not going to have time to think about all these little steps. That's why you want to work them into your muscle memory at a slow pace. And then when it's time for showtime, right, then the hand will go right into position. But you do need to go through that, okay, train your hand to get into the position, and then you try going full speed. Right? And then that should be good for rubber rubber chords. And then as far as the Dylan tune, I don't think I ever graded that one. I know it's a big hit of his. I don't think I've ever just got around to doing that one. So I can't speak to like all the changes in it because I haven't looked at it yet. We can definitely put that on the menu. It's a very cool song. It has slash chords in it, which are useful for you. For slash chords being that C/B where you have the right? So all that is definitely within your wheelhouse. It's a song you can totally do, as you demonstrated. What we would want to work on is the backbeat of the song and making sure that the groove of the song is there. So maybe if you want, we can talk about that next video. But what I did though was I picked out an easy strummer song that did have a challenge of its own. That reviews these cool add chords, these next level chords other than just straight E minor and A minor kind of things. It's Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker. It's a great song. Everybody knows that you start strumming it at a party. I guarantee you 9/10 of the people in the room are going to know this song. The challenge, like I said, for this one is the speed of the strum and what I call a misstrum. It's what's called syncopation is the fancy word for it. We can talk more about it as we kind of get into more intricate strum patterns. But the concept is called syncopation. You can go look up a YouTube video, but what it really means is that things are happening on offbeats. So typically things are happening like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the challenge of this song is that one of the strums doesn't come in on one of those strong beats, it comes in on a weak beat. So here's an example of syncopation that's not what you're gonna do, but this is an example of it. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and right? It's just things happening on offbeat. That's what this strum pattern does. Now that's not as complex as when it's clapped, but let's go through the chords first, and then I'll show you the strum. So first thing is capo on 2nd fret, and I'm going to play through the song first so you can hear how it flows. So we have, oh sorry. There you go. It's that simple, I forgot it. Let's see if I can turn that delay off. That was driving me crazy. Oh, one take. All right, let's try that again. So we got a G chord. Right, so with that one, the chords are G, and then you have D sus4. What that means is that you just take your pointer finger and you're gonna play a regular D chord, but you're gonna put your pinky on that note G right there on the first string. And then you're gonna go to E minor. E minor you should already know, but I've tabbed it out for you. And then C add 9. And then, so those are the changes. It is a little quick, but we're gonna slow down first and spend a couple weeks trying to get this up to speed. So we have a G chord, we have down, down, miss, up, down, up. So if I were going down, down, up, down, up, down, and one was gonna miss that first up. So down, down, miss, up, down, down, miss, up, down, up. So down, down, down. So imagine I'm going down, 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 up, down, up, okay? That's the pattern, that's the original pattern. Down, 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 up, down, up. Down, 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 up, down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna miss that third down, okay? It's gonna sound like this. Down, down, miss, up, down, up. So down, down, miss, up, down, up. Down, down, miss, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, miss, and 4, and 1, 2, miss, and 4, and 1, 2, miss, and 4. You might want to spend an afternoon just practicing that 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then switch over to 1, 2, miss, and 4, and. Notice that's a, so down, down, miss, up, down, up. So 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. And that may be an afternoon of practice right there. So just one chord, down, 2, 3, and 4, and then the actual pattern. 1, 2, miss, and 4, and. Right? Each chord gets that 1, 2, miss, and 4, and. Don't be a hero. Don't try to play the song full speed at the beginning. Get the strum at a slow pace first, and then we speed it up. Miss, and 4, and 1, 2, miss, and 4, and 1, 2, miss, and 4, and 1, 2, miss, and 4, and. Cool, and like I said, that's like an easier strummer for us to work, easy being very loose. All of this is difficult. But start that one for me, and then we'll get that syncopated strum happening, and then we can hop back over to, or you can play Blown in the Wind. That's a great song, and we can talk more about that later on. So awesome. Like I said, if you have questions, fire them over to me. If not, I will catch you next week. Take care.